This is not just another moment. This is the moment. The moment that heaven has been trying to deliver to your heart for so long. The moment you cannot afford to scroll past. The moment Archangel Michael has knelt before the throne of God and cried out on your behalf. The moment when the veil is lifted and the truth, yes, the truth that has been hidden from you, is finally revealed. God says, I have watched your heart, and I know how much you have cried in silence. I know you ask questions late at night that no one hears but me. You look at the ceiling, you question fate, you ask why this had to happen, and now, finally, the heavens break their silence. Today, Archangel Michael is not calm. Today, he is not just watching. He is weeping, pleading, and his voice has shaken the gates of heaven because of what you're about to discover. God says, you need to understand this is not a mistake. You're reading this now because someone who once walked beside you has passed beyond the veil, and they still remember. They still care, and they have one last message for you, not because they couldn't move on, but because you haven't yet heard the truth. Yes, someone you love deeply has crossed over, and though you may have buried your tears, they are still watching. God says they were silenced on earth, but they are loud in heaven. They are screaming the truth now because time is running short. You see, not everything you were told was the truth. There are secrets about what happened. There are lies that were built around you like a cage. And today I have sent my archangel to break it open. My voice will thunder through your confusion. I am the Lord your God, and I do not speak in vain. The one you lost, yes, you already know who they are, is not just gone. They have ascended with pain still heavy in their spirit, because there were things left unsaid, a truth hidden, a betrayal covered in smiles, a message that should have been yours from the beginning, but it was stolen. God says, you think you know why they died, but the reason they were taken when they were is not what you think. This is why Archangel Michael has come in force today. This is why his wings blaze with fire and his tears fall like weapons of justice. He is not at peace because you are still in the dark. Listen to me. This person trusted someone too much. Someone who stood close but not clean. A person who wore the face of kindness but harbored motives of control. They whispered lies into your ears and made you believe you were at fault. But you weren't. You were never the reason. You were the only truth in their life, the only light. God says they are shouting from heaven. Now tell them I loved them. Tell them I never blamed them. Because they saw how you carried the guilt. They saw how you punished yourself in secret, thinking, if only I had done something more. But God says you did enough. You loved enough. You tried enough. What failed was not your love. It was the evil of someone who was supposed to protect, but instead destroyed. And that person is still around you, still pretending, still smiling at your pain, still playing innocent. Today I expose them. God says that woman, yes, that one, she knew. She saw, she hid, she smiled at you like nothing happened. She let you suffer. And the man, yes, I said man, who was supposed to be loyal, he turned away, not in ignorance, but in silence. He saw and stayed silent. Do you understand what I'm telling you? The person who passed away loved you more than you ever understood. Even in their final breaths, their soul cried out for you, but the words were never allowed to reach you because someone made sure they wouldn't. Archangel Michael says you were supposed to receive a message before they died. A letter, a voice recording, something. But it was taken, hidden. It's still hidden. Someone close to you has it. They didn't destroy it because they didn't have the courage, but they kept it locked away. Why? Because if you had read it, you would have seen the truth, and they would have been exposed. But today, God says, enough silence, enough lies. I will shake the foundations of your life, but I will not allow you to walk blind anymore. You are my chosen. You are not a mistake. And the pain you carry is not yours to bear alone. I have seen you praying. I have seen you looking at the sky and asking, are you there? And I say to you now, yes, I was there then, and I am here now. And today, I send this message not to comfort you, but to awaken you. You've been living in a shell built by other people's fears. You've been holding your light back because they convinced you that your power was dangerous. But it was never your light they feared. It was what you might uncover if you looked too deep. And today, I give you permission. No, today I command you. Look deeper. Ask the hard questions. Follow the signs I send. Trust the instincts I planted in you before you were even born. This is not a coincidence. You were meant to be the one who breaks the chain. That is why Archangel Michael is crying, not because something is ending, but because something is about to begin. God says, the person you lost is now with me. They are healed, they are free, but they have a request. They want you to live now, not just survive. They want you to love again, not just exist in memory. They want you to forgive yourself, but not forget what you deserve. You are royalty in my eyes. You are not abandoned. You are not cursed. The ones who try to bind your destiny will soon face the fire of truth. I am sending dreams. I am stirring hearts. I will cause things to shake until the lies fall off like dust. That object you keep seeing in your room, that repeated name you keep hearing, that place you keep dreaming of, it's not random. It's them. It's me. It's Archangel Michael shaking the veil between your world and theirs, reminding you that nothing is finished. A piece of jewelry, a notebook, a last gift. These are not just souvenirs. They are anchors of a promise that what was broken will be restored and what was hidden will come to light. God says, you are not going mad. You are waking up. You are not cursed. You are covered. You are not late. You are right on time. And what's coming will be more beautiful than what was lost, because this time you'll walk in truth. You may feel like you're all alone, but there are angels standing in your room right now. There are prayers being lifted in heaven just for you. There are hands over your head healing your mind, your heart, and your future. That person who passed away, they're smiling now. They see that you finally know. They say, "Tell them I'm okay. Tell them I never left. Tell them I'll be with them until their final breath and even beyond." And I, your God, say this: your story is not over. Your pain was not pointless, and your tears have planted a future so glorious that the enemy will regret ever touching you. Let this message burn in your heart like fire. Let it revive you. Let it pull you out of the pit they left you in. You were not meant to drown in grief. You are meant to rise in power. And I tell you now, within the next 7 days, something will come to you. A sign, a message, a visitor, a memory unlocked. Do not ignore it. This is your confirmation. This is their voice breaking through. Archangel Michael says, this is your final warning before the season changes, before doors open, before truth breaks chains. If you delay, others will try to steal what is yours again. But if you act now with faith, with courage, with eyes open, you will walk into what they never wanted you to have. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are the answer to someone's prayer and the vengeance to someone's betrayal. Walk boldly now. Heaven is behind you. The truth is beneath your feet, and the one you lost, they are ahead of you, cheering, waiting, celebrating. This was their message, and now it is yours. Go, live like you know it. This is not a coincidence. This is not just another message. This is a divine interruption in your life, because something you have refused to acknowledge is now rising to the surface. Today, the heavens are trembling, and Archangel Michael is standing before my throne, crying for your soul, for your clarity, for your healing. A person you love dearly, someone who has crossed over, someone you still think about more often than you admit, has left behind a message so urgent, so deeply tied to your purpose, that it must be revealed now, not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, you have been walking around with a weight in your spirit, haven't you? A pain you keep quiet, a certain silence that surrounds a memory you try not to revisit. But today I, the Lord your God, have allowed the voice of the departed to speak, not from pain, but from the truth that can set you free. This is the hour of unveiling. This is the time to stop pretending you are okay when you are not. You have questions. You've whispered them into your pillow when no one else was listening. You've screamed them in your mind while smiling for others. You've buried your real feelings so deep that not even you recognize them anymore. But I do. I am the Lord. I see what no one else sees, and I hear what no one else hears. I hear the voice of the one who left, and I hear their cries still echoing in the heavenly places. They never meant to leave you like that. Their departure left too much unsaid, too many secrets buried, too many lies unspoken. And now, in this sacred moment, I am peeling back the curtain to show you what you were never meant to carry on your own. You must know the truth, because the truth will not only set you free, it will prepare you for what's coming next. Listen to me, child. The person who passed away wanted you to know that not everything was as it seemed. There were things happening behind closed doors. There were words said about you that were never fair, never justified. You were left out of conversations you should have been in. You were judged and silenced by people who never dared confront you. And the person who passed, yes, the one you're thinking of, was torn between two worlds, between their loyalty to you and their fear of rejection from others, between telling you the whole truth and protecting you from pain. And in the end, they chose silence. But their silence became a heavy scream in eternity, and that scream has reached me. They have begged for this message to be delivered to you. Archangel Michael, whose sword cuts through lies, has made this moment possible. Don't let your logic argue with what your spirit knows is true. Don't let doubt steal this moment. Feel my presence. Breathe in this truth. You are never forgotten. Even in death, their heart was aching for you. There was a letter never sent, a confession never made, a promise broken not by desire but by circumstances. There was a final thought before they passed, and that thought was of you. Yes, you. The one they wish they could hug one more time, the one they regret not standing up for, the one they wish they could protect when others spoke poorly about you, the one whose name they carried in their soul as they crossed over into eternity. Now hear this. I, your God, allowed this message to come through not only to heal you, but to warn you. You must not trust everyone who claims to love you. Some of the very people who pretended to grieve with you have secrets that would shatter your peace. Some of them played a role in emotional manipulations and decisions that affected your destiny. Some of them know more than they will ever say. But now I will reveal them. I will unmask them, and you will see who truly stood with you and who only stood near you. Child, I have watched you weep in the quiet. I've seen how strong you try to be. I've heard you say, "I'm fine," when your soul was screaming. I'm not asking you to be strong. Right now, I'm asking you to be still. Let my voice replace the noise. Let my truth replace the lies. That person who passed, though gone in the flesh, is present in the spirit, and today they are holding your hand in a way that only heaven allows. You've been carrying guilt. Guilt for what you didn't say. Guilt for what you didn't do. Guilt for not being there at the final moment. Let it go now. I, the Lord, am wiping that guilt away. You were never supposed to carry that burden. It was never your fault. Their passing was not a punishment to you. Their silence was not betrayal. It was fear. But they have faced the truth, and they have cried before me for you to know it too. Someone has been watching you from a distance. They've been analyzing you, not because they love you, but because they envy you. They are close, too close, and they know something about the death of the one you lost. They were involved in conversations that twisted facts, but I, the Lord, will expose what they tried to bury. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I have kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Christ has a message for you today. I've been trying to get this powerful message to you for the past 4 days, but something or someone has been blocking your way. No matter what forces try to interfere, I refuse to let you miss this divine transmission. This is your message. It was meant for you and you alone. I've enclosed the time-sensitive details you need to see immediately. Don't wait. Open it now before it's too late. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret of Access Your Message Now. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Nothing hidden shall stay hidden. Nothing lost shall stay lost. The next 7 days will be important. In these 7 days, signs will come. Dreams, interruptions, sudden thoughts that feel like memories. Don't ignore them. They are not coincidences, they are confirmations. I am opening your eyes to see the truth that was kept from you. You will remember things differently now. Details will resurface, and clarity will come like thunder. You are being surrounded right now by the angels of truth. They have been assigned to break the chains of confusion and set your soul free. The enemy tried to distort your emotions so you would never trust again. But I am restoring your heart. I am cleansing your perception. You will no longer be used by people who pretend to care. You will no longer pour into others while you stay empty. There is something else you must hear. The person who passed away, they forgave you. Yes, you. Even though you didn't do wrong, they forgave you for what they thought you might have done. They let go of bitterness, they let go of pride, and now they want you to forgive them. Not for their death, but for the silence, for the moments you needed them, and they withdrew, for the times they promised things and failed. Will you forgive them now? Say it out loud. Say, I forgive you. Say it with your heart, not just your mouth, because when you release them, you also release yourself. You've been locked in a spiritual prison built by what-ifs and why-nots. But the door is open now. Walk out. Step into healing. Step into freedom. There is a photo you haven't looked at in a long time. It's hidden, maybe in a drawer, maybe in your phone. When you find it again, you'll feel something move in your chest. That's them. That's their spirit reminding you that love never dies, that connection never fades, that heaven is closer than you think. Today, heaven mourns with you, but it also rejoices because what was once hidden is now in the light, because what was once confusing is now becoming clear. Because what once hurt you is now being turned into healing for others. Yes, I will use your pain for purpose. You will speak life into others. You will comfort those who grieve, and your words will carry my fire. You must prepare because someone will reach out soon. Someone who knew the one you lost. And what they say may shock you. But don't panic, I am with you. My spirit will give you peace even when your flesh trembles. Trust me, I never lie. Before this month ends, I will show you something in a dream. You will see the one you lost, and they will smile, not with sadness, but with joy, because you finally received the truth, because the chain is broken, because your soul is awake. I am not just sending you a message. I am rewriting your future. You will not stay in the same pain cycle. You will love again. You will trust again. You will feel joy again. You will laugh without guilt. You will dance without shame. You are not cursed. You are chosen. Chosen to rise. Chosen to be light. Chosen to carry what others couldn't. I, the Lord your God, say to you now, be strong. Be courageous. What is coming is greater than what was lost. What is ahead is brighter than the darkness you walk through. You are not alone. You never were. The one who passed is with me, and I am with you always. Now breathe. Lift your head. Wipe your tears. There's more to live for. There's more to see. There's more to become. And it starts now. This was never the end. It was just the beginning. You were meant to see this now, not a second later. This is not a coincidence. This is not an ordinary day. This is not something you should scroll past or think twice about. I am the Lord your God, and I am telling you through this message, through the tears of my angels, through the trembling voice of Archangel Michael, that you are being called right now because something eternal is about to be revealed. Someone you love has passed away, but their story is not over. Their soul has cried out to me, and I have heard their cry. And today, their voice will reach you through me. Archangel Michael has been sent because this message is not light. This message is not soft. It is thunder wrapped in compassion. It is a storm dressed in mercy. And today, it comes to you because the time of pretending is over. You have felt something strange lately, haven't you? A chill that walks beside you when no one is around. A familiar scent in the wind. Dreams you cannot explain. Sudden emotions you cannot control. That's not your imagination. That's not stress. That's not confusion. That is them. The one who left this earth with something unfinished. They are not here to scare you. They are here because I allowed them, for this one moment in time, to deliver the truth. There is something you were never told, something you were never shown, something that was buried with them, yet still lives in the shadows of your life. I need you to understand that heaven does not send messages like this unless something serious is happening. When Archangel Michael cries, the earth shakes. And today, he is weeping not just for the person who died, but for you. Because I see how many times you smiled to cover the pain, how many times you gave when you were empty, how many times you trusted people who only wanted to take from you. How many times you wondered if anyone really knows the truth about your life. I do. And so did they. The one who passed away, the one you loved, the one whose name what you endured, and now from where they are, they've asked me for one last thing. Please, God, let me speak. Let me tell them what I never could. And I said, yes. Not because they deserved it, not because they earned it, but because you need it. This person didn't die with peace. Their soul still wrestles with what was left behind. They knew something that would have changed your direction forever, and yet they stayed silent. Whether it was fear, shame, pride, or pain, you'll never know. But they know now what silence cost. And so now they're speaking through me. And Archangel Michael is making sure no demon interferes. Listen carefully. That accident you thought was random, it wasn't. That breakup you believed you caused, you didn't. That opportunity that disappeared before your eyes, it was stolen. There is someone still breathing, still walking this earth, who knows the full truth and has been hiding it from you. They know that you were chosen. They know that you were blessed. They knew that your connection with the person who died was not just emotional. It was divine. The one who passed away was your spiritual link to something sacred. But someone became jealous. Someone twisted the truth. Someone whispered lies into the ears of others and broke a bridge that was meant to carry your soul into destiny. You don't remember all of it because heaven has been protecting your mind. But pieces are starting to return. Glimpses, emotions, moments. They are not meaningless. They are part of the puzzle. And today, I am placing the final piece into your hand. What will you do with it? There was a conversation that was meant to happen, but never did. There was an apology that was supposed to be made, but pride stood in the way. There was a letter written but never sent. That letter was real. That apology was real. But the person who could have told you is now gone from this world. And so now it is I who must tell you they loved you. Not in the way others love, with words and conditions and performance, but in the quiet, tormented way that souls love when they are too broken to say it aloud. They wanted to protect you, but they didn't know how. And so they failed you, but not out of malice, out of fear, out of weakness. They watched you walk away thinking you would return one day. But that day never came. And now, from eternity, they see it all, and they are begging me to give you clarity before it's too late again. You are being watched, not by angels alone, but by enemies. There are people monitoring your every move, not because they care, but because they fear what will happen when you find the truth. They have invested in your confusion. They have profited from your delay. But the moment you accept this message, the chains begin to break. The lies begin to burn. The light begins to shine through the cracks. This is why Archangel Michael says it's an emergency, because they are panicking. The enemy knows that if you receive this truth fully, the illusions will crumble. They cannot control you anymore. They cannot deceive you anymore. They cannot manipulate your emotions, your trust, your time, or your love. The person who died wants you to know this. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to leave without saying what you needed to hear. I was lost. I was drowning in secrets. I was torn between protecting you and protecting myself. I didn't know what love really meant until it was too late. I thought I had more time. I thought I could fix it. I thought silence would be safer than honesty. But now I know I was wrong. And now I'm asking you from the other side, don't let this pain be the last word. Let truth have the final say. Let healing begin.